Hi, this is Shireen. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new and it's your first time, then welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing a little bit of something that's dear to my heart, and the topic is giving, actually giving to the poor, giving to the needy. I have my notebook with me here today, and if you see me looking down, I'm just checking out my notes so that I share everything that I intended to share today. And so firstly, I just want to start off with some scriptures. The first one is Hebrews 13:2, and it says, "Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." And basically what that is saying is that, you may end up in a situation where somebody on the street approaches you and they may ask for maybe something to eat or even money, and you may think, oh, I don't know you, why you are asking me for money. And in some instances, some persons would generously give to that person. In both circumstances, you're never sure if it's really an angel that you're entertaining or if it's just someone who is really in need. So be kind and share whatever you can always. Right? The second scripture is Proverbs 14:31, and it says, "He who oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God." The third one is Proverbs 16:19, and it says, "Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed." We have two more scriptures. Matthew 6:1-4 says, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you." And the final scripture, Proverbs 22:9 says, "The generous will themselves be blessed, for they share their food with the poor." And to sum it all up, is basically, you never know who is in a worse off situation than you. Many of us always think that, I really do have this money, this is to do something or to pay a bill, or why should I just give them and I could barely make it for myself. At the end of the day, our situations might be difficult, it might be tough, but somebody is always in a worse situation than you are. So remember, when you give to that person, you are not just giving to that person, you're also giving to God, as the scripture says. Be kind, be generous, and help out your brothers and sisters. God forbid you don't want to end up in that situation and you ask somebody for something and they decline to share with you or give to you because of selfish reasons. So in all, remember to give. It's in the scriptures that once you give, you shall seek your reward from God. He will reward you in secret. Right? Also, by they saying, don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. You don't have to give somebody and make a spectacle of it. You give from your heart and you do it in secret, because you don't want to make anybody feel lesser than, or you don't want to, just parade about, I did this, and, for the glory of the persons here on earth, whereas you're doing it for God and you're doing it for His honor and His glory. So when you give, you don't have to let everybody know, you don't have to post it on social media, you don't have to advertise it. In a sense, you do it from the goodness of your heart, and that is something that will make you happy. It will give you peace inside, and it will show that you're really following the scriptures of God, that you're really working in tandem with His laws and His principles. It also says, "Give and you shall receive." So by you giving, right, you are paving the way for you to receive. Whatever you give shall come back to you multiplied. That is also a law of God, and it's in the scriptures. Once you give, you shall receive. Right, so I just want to encourage you guys today to make it a habit of giving. Some persons might say, if I give this person my money, he might go and buy drugs, or he might squander it. At the end of the day, that's not your concern. You are doing what God requires you to do, which is give to the poor. If he takes your money and does the wrong thing with it, then that person is responsible for that, and they will have to answer for that. But you did what you had to do, which is what is required of you. You gave from your heart. Don't feel as though you're obligated and you really don't want to give the person it, but oh gosh, here, take it now, that kind of thing. No, you give them from the kindness of your heart, and by you doing that, it blesses them as well as it blesses yourself. So in wrapping up, I just want to encourage you guys to give generously. Give of yourself, if you could, and if you know you have the finances to give, then do so as well. And also make it a habit. You know, this year we are in January, we start off the year. Make it a habit at least to try and give once every month, or if you can do it more often, once every 2 weeks or every quarter. Do something that will, you know, uplift your spirit, and not just here, because when you go to the kingdom of heaven, all your rewards will be stored up for you. So again, thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope it touched you in some type of way, and it encourages you to really give wholeheartedly. And stay tuned for the next one. If you're not subscribed already, please do, and thank you for stopping by. Bye.